The recent murder of a pregnant woman and her 4 kids in Anambra State continues to generate outrage and condemnation. Husband of the slain woman, JIBRIN Ahmed, told BBC Hausa that his late wife and the kids, Fatima, Khadija, Hadiza, and Zinatuna, were all killed in an ambush. Let's take a look at that.
Last week, my wife and her children paid homage to my sister in Orumba North local government. On their way home, while on a commercial motorcycle, they were attacked. All of them were killed. My wife is having a 9-month-old pregnancy.
Well, that's quite sad. One will say this is one attack too many.
Yeah, I mean, look at those children. How do you do that?
It's inhumane.
It's gruesome. It's unfortunate
and
that
unacceptable
we're
and
here at this
condemnable.
point. It's very unfortunate,
Yeah.
and everything possible has to be done to address this development.
Truly. And well, let's take views from our guest reviewer in the studio. We have in the studio the Director of News, Voice of Nigeria, Ben Chemang, who is with us here to share perspectives on some of these stories. Before we take a look at the papers, let's get your reaction on this. I mean, it's been from one attack to another. The front page this morning doesn't look any, better. The Boko Haram, more than about 50, villagers. But we'll talk about that in the review, but specifically about the Anambra attack now.
Honestly, I think the elders in that place, stakeholders, people of conscience, should now start talking to these attackers. We cannot continue pretending about unknown gunmen, ungunned men, and all that kind of phraseology that is confusing.
They are even now branded
People
UGM.
of conscience should simply wake up and condemn this. And not just condemn this, they should move physically to contact people. And that's why I think Soludo set up a committee to begin to look at how do we come out of this. It is serious, and this is...
But it doesn't even look like the IPOP members are ready to actually have that dialogue with the committee to talk about, finding peace. And in this instance, instead, the attacks in Anambra State has now increased.
Yes, and the double talks there. They'll just say, well, it's because everybody is saying unknown gunmen, so we don't even know them. So if you know them, go and arrest them. Well, they are condemning on one side. At the other side, you see their body language. Look, it's a no-go area in this area. So we expect that people of conscience, even Namdi, who is undergoing trial, he should be able to say no to some of these things so that we come out of this thing clean.
But then it's a good thing Soludo, Governor of Anambra State, is setting up a committee. But only him cannot do it. We have governors in all the 4 other states in the southeast. Shouldn't they also be doing the same thing?
They should, but you see, people are busy pursuing votes. They want to rule. Rule over where? If you don't have security, of course, who do you want to govern? You want to be a governor? You want to be a senator? I mean, look at the immediate environment within you. And if you have voters who indeed are engaged in this kind of bad deals, you should be able to say no to them as your followers. Apart from that, you should be able to also reveal some of these activities being done in a clandestine way to security agencies. And we also expect the state security services, who are indeed plainclothes, you do your recruitment involving everybody, and doing so, you see that community is being policed, and some people will begin to reveal onto you. These are the perpetrators, these are the those sponsoring, and of course these are the camps, and these are the caliber of weapons they use, and these are the sources. I mean, the weapons are not just flying into this they just land on the country into the country without some sources, without some roots. There are some people who are indeed doing some of these things.
All right. Our prayers with the family of these people. We hope that, like we said, that solutions will be provided to all of this, that peace at the end of the day will take over, because Nigeria can definitely not continue in this trajectory.
Honestly.
Because going this trajectory, it's, you know, it's, you know, like some people said, when IPOB itself started some of these violent attacks, it cannot, you know how the extent at which this is going to, or the form that this is going to take, because like from what we heard during the visit of the Anambra State Governor to the leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, in custody, you know, Nnamdi Kanu himself expressed, you know, disappointment over the violent attacks and the killings, you know, in the southeastern region. And, you know, going by the double, you know,
Double speak.
speeches that we are seeing from members of the IPOB, it looks like we now have factions, you know, of IPOB, and then it now looks like even those who started it all are losing control of the whole thing.
Absolutely.